Teofimo Lopez versus Isaac Cruz needs to be next since both have called each other out and both have belts at 140. Now, who would win this fight? Well, before we talk about who would win this fight, let's take a look at their latest performances in which Teofimo Lopez fought Jamin Ortiz, in which it was a very boring fight since Jamin Ortiz was just running scared. Teofimo Lopez took control of the whole entire fight and ended up taking it by decision.
And still, WBO Ring Magazine.
Not this, Teofimo Lopez went out to fight Steve Claggett, in which both went back and forth, both landed some great shots, but Teofimo Lopez was way more accurate, rocked Steve Claggett in round 8, and Teofimo Lopez ended up taking it by decision.
And still, WBO Ring Magazine.
Now let's take a look at Isaac Cruz's latest performances, in which he fought Giovanni Cabrera, in which Isaac Cruz took control of the whole entire fight and completely outlanded Giovanni Cabrera, in which he ended up taking it by decision. After this, Isaac Cruz went out to fight Rolly Romero, in which Isaac Cruz rocked him in round 1.
Cruz looking to drop Romero here in the first round. Romero
Then rocked him again in round 7.
Of the 7th round, can Romero survive?
Isaac Cruz then put more punishment on Rolly Romero, in which the ref seen enough and stopped the fight in round 8.
Romero again launches the right hand. Left hook. Romero takes the shot. Still standing.
Now, although Teofimo Lopez did say after his fight with Steve Claggett that he plans on going up to 147, I still believe that this fight against Pitbull Cruz is the biggest fight to make at 140 in boxing, and that is simply because of both men's fighting style, on top of the fact that both men hold a belt. And to be honest, if Teofimo Lopez has no power at 140, what makes him believe that his power and his speed will increase at a much higher weight against bigger opponents like Jaron Ennis, Denis Hugues, and Mario Barrios? So I believe that Teofimo Lopez should stay at 140 before his dumbass gets exposed at 147, because that will be the end of Teofimo Lopez. So anyways, Teofimo Lopez is definitely one of the greatest in today's day and age, but at the same time, the fact that he's been dropped and the fact that he hasn't been able to stop anybody at 140 tells me that he might be in trouble against Pitbull Cruz, because Pitbull Cruz is known for wanting to have a dogfight and just let it all out, because he can give punches, but at the same time he could take punches, and the difference is that his power and explosiveness can be matched. And if you look at that fight against Teofimo Lopez and Steve Claggett, we seen that Teofimo Lopez was able to outland and outperform Steve Claggett, even though Steve Claggett was fighting throughout the whole entire fight with this style. So you might say that Teofimo Lopez will be able to do the same against Pitbull Cruz and his style, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think Pitbull Cruz' constant pressure, timing, and power will be enough for him to walk down Teofimo Lopez and catch him, whether it's in the middle of an exchange or whether it's when Teofimo Lopez is on the back foot, because Teofimo Lopez has been dropped a couple times, so it's clear that all it takes is the right shot with the right amount of power, and Pitbull Cruz can definitely do that. So I got Pitbull Cruz knocking out or stopping Teofimo Lopez.